Okay. Morning class. Yeah, Happy New Year and again welcome to the School of NBs in NSSP. Today we will start with the topic that is modern India. Okay, modern India, the most important part in the Indian history. So see here, I will go very deep. You all know modern India in the mains it will come for 50 marks, 50 question, right? And these days the question is very tough. The NBC mains is very tough now. So please remember, in the prelims also you can expect 20 questions every year on the modern India. History will come only for 40 questions. History, the highest marks, and minimum 20 will come for modern India in the prelims. Mains also another 50. So prelims comes mains. I will try to give you the best materials and all the things needed. Alright. So see, today the first topic in the modern India will be, I will discuss about the arrival of the Europeans. Okay, why did the Europeans appear in the modern India? In the modern period. What was the reason? Okay, so there are so many Europeans who come to India. But lastly, the most important part is the Englishmen who ruled over India till 1947, which is the most important part. So this will be our topic today. Okay, why have the European finally looked over India, come to India, and at the end of the day, why did the British rule over India? There should be some reason. You should know why. So this is my topic today. See, for facts and figure, remember 5 European countries come to India in the modern period. Okay, but it was the Portuguese who come first to India, and it was the Portuguese who left India last. This is very important. It was the Portuguese who came to India first. Second is the Netherlands. Third is the English. Fourth is the Denmark. And the fifth is the France. 5 countries, 5 Europeans. But it was the Portuguese who first come to India, and it was the Portuguese who lastly left India. So this is just the basic introductions. But it was the English. It was the English who ruled over India, all over India, especially from 1764 till 1947. Exact date is not known, but after the Battle of Buxar. Okay, we will discuss that 2 important battles. But from 1764 till 1947, the British have rolled over all over India. So see, please write down the first topic will be the causes. Okay, why have the Europeans come to India suddenly? The arrival of the Europeans. Yes. The first reason, let's write down immense wealth of India. Why have the Europeans come to India in the modern period? The first point is, the first cause is immense wealth, rich wealth of India. India is a rich country, we all know. The Muslims have invented, other Arab countries invented, now again the Europeans. Immense wealth of India, number 1. Number 2. European advancement in the field of shipbuilding and navigation. European advancement in the field of shipbuilding and navigation. Okay, we all know. See, it is the sea road which is more better. Smooth, right? So any part of the continent you can connect. So see, European advancement in the field of shipbuilding and navigation was another reason why they were able to explore the unknown world. Because of this reason, the second reason, and the third is heavy demand for India commodities like silk, precious stones, spices, etc. Especially in Kerala, right? Spices, no. Heavy demand for India commodities like the silk, precious stones, spices, etc. So these are some of the reasons put forth by the scholars. Okay, these are some of the reasons put forth by the scholars why have the European come to India. So firstly, we all know we just have 5 countries. Just 5 countries. You have to keep this in mind. Okay, these 5 countries. Okay, so the first European to come to India and establish the headquarters is the Portuguese. Okay, the first country, the Portuguese. Let's see. The Portuguese, 1498. Too important from ABC point of view. The Portuguese were the first European to come to India, and they were the first to establish the headquarters in the place called the Cochin, which is in Kerala. Cochin is the initial headquarters, the capital cities of the Portuguese. The first European, the Portuguese. And here comes Vasco da Gama. Please write down. Vasco da Gama was the first Portuguese who came to India on 17 May 1498. 17 May 1498. Vasco da Gama. And landed the city of Calicut. Often asked in BSc, a local king, ruler, King Zamorin, was ruling over the present day Calicut. Okay, and here comes Mr. Vasco da Gama. Vasco da Gama. Alright. Vasco da Gama came to India on 17 May 1498 and settled in Calicut, which is in present day Kerala. And King Zamorin, the ruler of Calicut, happily accepted him. King Zamorin, Z-A-M-O-R-I, King Zamorin, Z-A-M-A-R-I, Zamorin, Z-A-M-O-R-I, King Zamorin. So this is the person, this is the king who accepted Vasco da Gama. So see, when he came to India, alright, he know the richness of the spices, especially in the city of Kerala. So he took back to his country and sold it in huge profit. Alright, that's the reason now the Portuguese decided that we will capture this area. We have to capture some part of India, not all, but some part of India. So for that reason, for the first time, the Portuguese government has appointed an official leader known as the governor, Francisco de Almeida. Alright. For that reason, when when Vasco da Gama came to India in the year 1498, he took a huge number of spices and silk, and he sold it in huge profit, and he was able to spread his news to the Portuguese. That's the reason the Portuguese government officially appointed Mr. Francisco de Almeida as the first Portuguese governor to rule over India for a term of 3 years. 1505 is too important. On this day, Francisco de Almeida was appointed the first Portuguese governor to rule over some part of India, especially the South India. Alright, and they have officially declared Cochin to be the first capital city of the Portuguese in India. So this is the important. Okay, please write once more again. He introduced a policy known as the Blue Water Policy. Too important. The Portuguese governor, Blue Water Policy. Blue Water Policy. Francisco de Almadi, the governor, introduced the Blue Water Policy. So what is this Blue Water Policy? Blue Water Policy means to become the master of the Indian Ocean. That means to capture the Indian Ocean. Okay. All over the Indian Oceans, we all know, if you see the Indian map, the Indian Ocean is rich in minerals and everything. So, this governor, he introduced a policy in India known as the Blue Water Policy, which means to capture all the Indian Oceans. So that all the ships that pass through the Indian Ocean, they will take the taxes, they can explore it, right? For that reason, this governor is too important in India. Blue Water Policy. Next is the Gardazi system. Gardazi system. One more important is, he is the governor again who introduced the Gardazi system, which means it's a trade license which you have to take from the Portuguese when you pass through the Portuguese administered area in India, especially in the South India. Gardazi system. Francisco de Almadi also introduced the Gardazi system, which means a trade license or like a pass, a license which you have to take from the Portuguese when you are traveling over the Indian Ocean or the Portuguese administered area, or else you're going to be fined. You're going to be fined. So this governor is too important in India for two reasons: Blue Water Policy, first Portuguese governor, and next is he introduced the Gardazi system. And remember, Cochin is the early capital city of the Portuguese, and Portuguese is the first European to come to India and the last to leave India. How do you pronounce this? Alfonso de Albuquerque. Q-U-E-R. Okay. Next Portuguese governor. The second Portuguese governor is known as Alfonso de Albuquerque. Very hard to pronounce. Alfonso de Albuquerque. The second Portuguese governor in India. Please write it down. The important things that this person has introduced. He was the real founder of the Portuguese role in India. Too important. He was the real founder of the Portuguese role in India. And the most important thing he has done is he abolished the sati system. Okay. Sati system. Too important. Alfonso de Albuquerque is the real founder of the Portuguese role in India, and he abolished the sati system. And he captured a very important city known as the city of Goa. Too important. Next, again, Goa is going to become the permanent headquarters of the Portuguese, but as of now, it is Cochin. Okay, but Goa is going to become the capital city after some time. Ruler of Vijaipur. Too important. Ruler of Alfonso they captured Goa from the ruler of Vijaipur. Okay, from the ruler of Vijaipur. Alfonso de Albuquerque captured Goa from the ruler of Vijaipur. And he abolished the Sati system in India, and he is considered the real founder of the Portuguese in India. And he's the second governor. The third governor is known as Ninuda Kunha. Ninuda Kunha. Next Portuguese governor, Ninuda Kunha. Okay, the most important thing about this ruler is he has shifted the capital city of the Portuguese from Cochin to Goa. Too important. Ninuda Kunha is the third Portuguese governor, and he's the man who shifted the capital city of the Portuguese from Cochin to Goa. In the year 1513. In the year 1513. So see, these are some of the minor things about this Portuguese. Okay, our main focus is the English, but know this basic. Okay, of this Portuguese, at least they might ask one question. One question is sure, but most important part is the English. So now let's see why the Portuguese declined in India, or why they were unable to settle like the English. There should be some reason, right? They are the first one, but they were unable to capture all over India. They went back. So let's see the reason. Causes for its decline. Number one, harsh religious policy. Harsh religious policy. They want to convert the Indians into the Christianity, which is not possible. Harsh religious policy. Number two, the Portuguese failed to evolve an efficient system of administration. The Portuguese failed to evolve an efficient system of administration. The Portuguese failed to evolve an efficient system of administration. And lastly, the discovery of Brazil. Through the colonizing activities of Portugal to the west, the Portuguese have discovered the Brazil, so they feel like Brazil is more important than India. The last reason, the discovery of Brazil arose just like now let's give our attention to the Brazil, not India, right? Because Brazil is more rich country, more resources there, so they have shifted to the west. East is India, but now they have gone to the west. That means the Brazil. So now let's see some of the areas where have the Portuguese settled down in India. This might be asked. Please write down. The Portuguese settled in Cochin, Goa, Diu, Daman, Basin, Senti. The Portuguese settled down in Cochin, Goa, Diu, Daman, Basin, Senti, Chittagong, and Serkau. And Chittagong. The Portuguese settled down in Cochin, Goa, Diu, Daman, Basin, Chittagong, Serkau, Senti. So these are some of the important areas the Portuguese have settled down in India. The Portuguese. Your NPC mains is coming. On top of that, NSSP mains is also coming, right? Feb 8 or 11? 8, right? So see, this morning India in English is going to be deciding again. So Many of you will be trying for NSSP also. So our English teacher is coming on Thursday. Okay, 10:30. He might go for 2.5 hours every day. So please do not miss this class. This is the most important part. Even for NSSP syllabus, you see, in NBC syllabus, we don't grammar, basic sentence formation and all. If you are unable to do this, again, at the end of the day, you crack NBC prelims. But no, you'll never crack this exam. NSSP also, you are good in GK. But English is to be studied. So please listen it and try to ask many questions out here, okay? Please try to interact. You can ask any type of question here. Okay, this is not a formal class. Here you have a problem, that's why you're coming. You have a problem, that's the reason you are here. So you can take the help of any teacher, anytime. So this is the Portuguese. Next is we'll go to the Netherlands, which means the Dutch. The second Portuguese, European to come to India. Okay, please write down the Dutch or Netherlands and their company. Okay, who came to India is known as the United East India Company, which was formed in the year 1602. The Dutch or Netherlands, this is the second European to come to India, and their company who came to India is known as the United East India Company. And it was formed in the year 1602. And their headquarters is in Masulipatam, which is in present-day Andhra Pradesh. Their official headquarters, 2 important, 1605. The Dutch has established their headquarters in the year 1605 in a place called Masulipatam, which is in present-day Andhra Pradesh. And the date is 1605. 1605. 1605. Alright. So this is the place where they have settled down, and remember, they also came for business, okay? Only for business purpose. But unfortunately, it was the English who defeated the Dutch very badly in a battle known as the Battle of Pidara, 1759, often asked in NBSC. The Dutch were very much badly defeated by the English in the Battle of Pidara, 1759. Because of this reason, they have to shift back to their own country. No more Dutch now. So let's see some of the important events which occurred during this time. Please write down. The Dutch traded in silk, cotton, rice, and opium. The Dutch traded in silk, cotton, indigo, rice, and opium. The Dutch traded in silk, cotton, indigo, rice, and opium. The credit for making Indian textile. the credit for making Indian textiles, the primary export from India goes to Dutch. The credit for making CREDIT. The credit for making Indian textiles, the primary export from India goes to Dutch. Okay, now let's see the cities where have they settled down. Okay, the Dutch, let's see some of the important cities in India where have they settled down. So please write it down. The important Dutch center in India are Surat, Mumbai, Cochin, Pulicat, Chinsura, Nimnipudra, Broch, etc. Okay. The important Dutch center in India are Cochin, Surat, Broch, Mumbai, Pulicat, etc. So just remember one important thing is the Masulipatam. Okay, this is the only important thing. Masulipatam, their official headquarters. And even the Portuguese, remember the important city of Cochin in Goa. That is more important. The other thing they won't ask. Okay, that is not much important because this is a minor topic. The main reason for the main topic for us is the English. Third is the Englishman. English is the third European to come to India, and they are the one who roll over India, right? So I will discuss this in the last topic. Okay, so as of now, just keep the topic English, and they are the third man. Now we will go to the fourth. Fourth is the Denmark, which means the tens or the Denmark. Tens or the Denmark. Okay. This right now, that means Denmark. Okay. The fourth Portuguese to come to India in the modern period. So, please write it down. The Denmark were the fourth European to come to India. And remember, the Danish or the Denmark East India Company was formed in the year 1616. The Danish or the Denmark East India Company was formed in the year 1616. And the Danish East India Company or the Denmark East India Company was formed in the year 1616. And they have two headquarters, Shirambur, which is in West Bengal, and Drangobar, which is in Tamil Nadu. They have two headquarters, Shirambur and Drangobar. Just memorize this one. Shirambur is in West Bengal as of now, and Drangobar is in Tamil Nadu. And remember, this is the only Europeans who is not concerned with business. They are with missionaries, two important missionaries. Okay, the fourth European, that is the Denmark. This Denmark country in India India is famous only for missionary activities. Just like this great Christianity, That's why many people go to Shirampur, which is in present-day West Bengal. Okay, so please keep this in mind. The only European famous for missionary is the Denmark. And lastly, the French. Okay, lastly the French. Okay, the French is the fifth European to come to India. Alright, and their company is known as Compagnie des Indes Orientales, which was formed in the year 1664. Compagnie des Indes Orientales is the name of the French East India Company, which was formed in the year 1664. And your first headquarters is Surat. Alright. Please remember Surat, the city of Surat, which is in present-day Gujarat. Surat is the first initial headquarters of the French. And after some years, they have shifted to Pondicherry. The permanent headquarters of the Portuguese is Pondicherry at the end of the day. Initially, Surat. At the end of the day, Pondicherry. Just like the Portuguese. The first was the Cochin and the second was the Goa. So even these people, the French, Pondicherry is the permanent headquarters. Now, the most important thing about the French is we have to know the fight between the French and the English now. 3 important battles that's going to be fought in India as of now, which we are going to discuss now. 4 important battles which occurred between the French and the English. And at the end of the day, it was the English who defeated the French. So now the English will become the supreme ruler. So let's see how the battle occurred and how it came to an end. See, we all know by 1746, the English have become one of the strongest forces in India. Okay, they have never captured all over India, but by 1746, the English have almost captured half of India. So they have to defeat the rival known as the French. Just remember this one basic reason. Why the war occurred is because of this reason. The first Anglo-French war, 1746, ended in the year 1748 by the Treaty of Aix-la-Chapelle. Aix-la-Chapelle is the treaty which ended the first Anglo-French war. Anglo means the English, okay? Anglo means the English. So, see, the only reason, the first basic cause was the English captured some French ship. Because of that reason, in retaliation, the French captured the city of Madras, which was one of the headquarters of the English. Because of this reason, the war occurred. Just remember this reason. Okay, this is more than enough. Why the war occurred? The English captured some French ship. And thus began the first Anglo-French war. The English captured some French ship, and France in return captured the city of Madras. And only by the Treaty of Aix-la-Chapelle, the first Anglo-French war came to an end. So let's see what is this treaty. Please write it down. According to this treaty, according to the Treaty of Aix-la-Chapelle, French got their territories in North America. According to this treaty, French got their territories in North America. French got their territories in North America, in North America, and the city of Madras was handed over to the English. And the city of Madras was handed over to the English. So no losses for anyone, right? You take the city, you give us the city of Madras, I will give you some areas in North America in exchange of because of this treaty, right? Aix-la-Chapelle. That's so hard to pronounce. 1748. So now living happily, right? But again, they all know they are rivals. Yes, they are rivals. Until unless we defeat these people very badly, they will never go back. So again, the second Anglo-French war occurred in the year 1749. Please write it down. And ended the year only 1754. Okay, the reason is only because of see, in 1749 an event has taken place. Okay, just like something happened because it's like this. In the year 1749, we have a city known as Hyderabad. Hyderabad is the city and Andhra Pradesh is right, important, the capital city. Karnataka is also a very important place in South India, especially part of South India, Kerala, Karnataka, I know. Okay, so what happened is that the ruler of Hyderabad passed away. Okay, and the ruler of Karnataka also, the post was vacant. So there are every time two persons. Pope Nazir Chong, Muzaffar Chong wants to be the ruler of Hyderabad. Okay. Now the death of the ruler of Hyderabad has created a vacancy. So there are two persons. Nazir Chong, Muzaffar Chong. Both of them wants to be the ruler of Hyderabad. So what happened is that Muzaffar Chong take the help of the French, and Nazir Chong take the help of the English. So now the war is going to occur. Indirectly, now they want to fight. Muzaffar Chong, he took the help of the French. Whereas Nazir Chong wants to be the ruler of Hyderabad with the help of English. Like that, same thing. In the Carnatic, there are two persons who wants to be the ruler. Chand Sahib and Anwaruddin. Alright, Chand Sahib, Anwaruddin, both wants to be the ruler of Carnatic. So see, what happened is that Chand Sahib took the help of the French. Chand Sahib took the help of the French, whereas Anwaruddin took the help of the English. Because of this reason, the Second Anglo-French War occurred in the year 1749. And it ended only in the year 1754 by the Treaty of Pondicherry. So please remember these two names. Often asked in MBSC or NSSP. The name is too important. Nazir Chong, Muzaffar Chong. For what reason? Second Anglo-French War. Why Chand Sahib? Why Anwaruddin? The Second Battle of Anglo-French War. And it ended in the year 1754 by the Treaty of Pondicherry. Please write down the Treaty of Pondicherry. Here it was the English who emerged as victories. Okay, in the Second Anglo-French War, it was the English who won the war, and the treaty came to the war came to an end by the Treaty of Pondicherry. In first, no one was winner, 50-50, Treaty of Aix-la-Chapelle. But in the Treaty of Pondicherry, it was the English who defeated the French. But again, last more war they were to fight. The last battle known as the Third Anglo-French War, which occurred in the year 1758. Please write down. The Third Anglo-French War occurred in the year 1758 and ended in the year 1763 by the Treaty of Paris. Paris is the capital city of France, right? So the Treaty of Paris ended the Third Anglo-French War in the year 1763. The war began in the year 1758. The Third Anglo-French War occurred in the year 1758 and ended in the year 1763. The only reason why has the war occurred is only because of this one. French captured some English ports. Okay. Some English ports. Saint David, the port name, okay, and Vizianagaram. The English the French captured two important ports of the English known as Saint David and Saint Vizianagaram. This is South India, Saint David and Buxar. These are the ports captured by the France. The French people have captured two important ports, Saint David and Vizianagaram. Vizin, Vizianagaram. And here, because of this reason, the war occurred, and now the English have defeated the France very badly. Treaty of Paris has ended the Third Anglo-French War. No more French. Alright. But the French were still allowed to have this city of Pondicherry. Okay, Pondicherry was handed over to the French by the English. Even though they were captured, they still were able to rule over this city. So this is the only thing you will come across from the NPC point of view. Okay, so please write down one more thing. Where have the French settled down? So please write down the French settlement in India are Masulipatam, Mahiyanam, and Karigal. Mahi, Yanam, Karikal, Chandranapur. Okay. Chandranapur. Wahi, Yanam, Karikal, and Chandranapur. This is the place where the French have settled down in India. And the most important part is the English, right? So we'll take this after 5 minutes break. Okay, the English. Okay, this time we will see how the British came to India, right, and how have they captured over India. Two important foundations of the British rule in India. This is very important from the NBC men's point of view, as was the prelims. Every year, you can expect at least 4 or 5 questions from this battle. See, we all know it is never easy to capture a country, right? And from a European, they're coming, the English and all. So see, when the British came to India, India was disunited. Okay, India was a very rich country, one of the richest country in the world, but so many kings divided. North India king, South India king, West India king, East India king. So many kings were there. Kingship was there. So what happened is that India in general was divided. That's the reason it was very easy for any other foreigners to capture India. That's the reason it was finally the Englishmen who are known as the British, right? They're the one who captured India, and just like they roll over till 1947. We all know, we have seen the 4 Europeans, but it was the British who was more stronger. They have a strong country support? Right. The England is known as one of the richest country those days in the 16th century. The sun rise from the English, but the sun never sets out. Okay, one of the mightiest country. Almost every countries of the world has been ruled by this country. So remember, when the British come to India, same thing like the other, they have also taken the name East India Company. December 31st, 16th century. It was Queen Elizabeth I who signed the charter known as the East India Company. 31st December 1600 is too important in the history of the British rule over India, because on this day the Queen Elizabeth I has given the signature. Okay, you can have a trade license, you can trade over East India, which means you can go to any part of the eastern part of the world, and that is the reason where they have come to India. That is the reason East India Company was formed on 31st December 1600. Queen Elizabeth I has signed the charter. No harm here. After that, one more question you can expect is, the question is in this way. When East India Company was formed, initially it was a private company. Remember, not a government-owned company. Okay, this is often asked in NBSC. If NBC asks you, when East India Company was formed, it is a private-owned company, government-owned company, mixed company. You go for private-owned company. It was just a business body. But initially, after some time, the government of the British will take over full control over the East India Company. Remember this. So when it ended as a government company. But when it began as a private-owned company. And remember, their capital city was Calcutta. Okay, till 1911. The British have made Calcutta as the capital, and it was only in the year 1911 it was shifted to New Delhi. Now New Delhi is the capital city of India, right? But till 1911 it was Calcutta, the city of Calcutta. Now it's known as Kolkata, right? But before it was Calcutta till 1911. I like this city. Okay, this is the city I studied. So till 1911, remember, only one reason why have they choose Calcutta? Business. Right? They came as a businessman. Why have the British chosen the city of Calcutta? Because they are businessmen. They are a businessman. So a businessman job is just to earn profit. Remember, 60% of the Southeast Asia business is in city of Calcutta. So once you capture these cities, the city of Calcutta, you can capture any other cities now. You can capture Lucknow, which is a strategic location in South India, Bangalore, Hyderabad. These are only cities. In West India, if you go, Mumbai and Gujarat. That's the only cities. That's the only part of India. That is the jewels of India. The richness of India is there, only there. Lucknow, location, strategic location, North India, you can capture from there. Come to West India, Mumbai and Gujarat. One is the financial capital, the other is the business hub. Go to South India, the oceans and all, it's just like Kerala, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Hyderabad and all. Rich country, rich states in terms of diamond and gold and all, right? And if you come to East India, it is Calcutta. So with this, what more you want to capture? Remember, we all know it is never easy for the British to capture India at once. So they had to fight with the local rulers, known as Anglo-Mysore War in the South India, Anglo-Maratha Wars in Maharashtra, and lastly, Battle of Plassey and Battle of Buxar. I will end up with that topic today. Battle of Plassey laid the foundation of the British rule in India. Battle of Buxar strengthened the role of the British rule in India. And after the Battle of Buxar, which was fought in the year 1764, the British roll over India directly now. Every part of India they're going to roll now. After the Battle of Buxar, 1764. We will all discuss all this in detail, okay? But as of now, we will start with a war known as the Anglo-Mysore War. In South India, especially the city of Karnataka now. Mysore is in Karnataka, right? So, let's see the ruler who is too powerful in South India. Now, the British wants to capture South India. So, let's see who are the ruler here. See, history is somehow boring, but you have to because it carries the highest number of marks, both in prelims and mains. So, please, I'm telling you, these 100 days, okay? Every NBC aspirant will have a hard time these 100 days. You have to give 100 days on history because no other option. You have to go for facts. And SSP also see, GK and all, 20 question is coming from history and all. So you have to. There is nothing lost, okay? There is nothing lost. You go for mains, you go for prelims, you go for NSSP also. Same thing. 20 question from history is every time here. So now see, Anglo-Mysore, Anglo means the English. Mysore means the ruler of the Mysore kingdom, known as Hyder Ali. Okay. Hyder Ali. See, the English will fight with this king, known as Hyder Ali. Hyder Ali is one of the famous general in the South India, in the kingdom of Karnataka, Mysore kingdom, Mysore war. And Hyder Ali, he had a son known as Tipu Sultan. Again, one of the most favorite king. Powerful, skillful, brilliant. Okay, so these are the two person where the British have to fight with these people for 3 times, 3 wars. Remember, the English, Nizam, in the Marathas. Okay, the issue is like this. The British are very clever. Okay, every time, they will make an alliance with an Indian ruler. Okay, in every battle, they will never fight alone. Remember this. That is the reason why, actually, you are fighting with your own brothers. That's the reason it's very easy to defeat. Okay, the British will never capture. The British will never fight alone. Every time, they will take the help of a native ruler. That's the reason they are very clever. That's the reason the Indians were badly defeated very easily. Indians, see, you are fighting in your own soil. Remember, you are fighting in your own soil, but your own brothers have made an alliance with your enemies. That's the reason now the English has become too powerful. So what the most important here is that these Englishmen take the help of the Marathas, who are the most powerful king in the Maharashtra state, Maharashtra kingdom. And the Nizam, the ruler of Hyderabad. Nizam is the ruler of Hyderabad in the present day of Andhra Pradesh. Too powerful. Yes, too powerful. So, the British also knows, no, I cannot defeat you alone. I will take the help of someone. So, the English, they take the help of the Nizam and the Marathas. In the first Anglo-Mysore War, which was fought in the year 1767 and ended only in the year 1769 by the Treaty of Madras. Important treaty, is too important. Treaty of Pondicherry, Treaty of Aix-la-Chapelle. See, all these important Treaty of Paris. Please memorize it. Okay, please memorize it. The reason is like this. The English, the Nizam, Marathas does not want to see the rise of Hyder Ali. Hyder Ali is too powerful. Yes, he is too skillful. Hyder Ali is the king of Mysore. He is too powerful. For that reason, they have made an alliance. They are very much jealous. So that's the reason, come, let us defeat this king. So the war was declared on 1767 and ended only in the year 1769 by the Treaty of Madras. Unfortunately, Hyder Ali was able to defeat all these 3 alliances. Okay, here Hyder Ali almost won the war. So here, the Treaty of Madras ended the war. So let's see, what is the terms of this Treaty of Madras? Please write down. By this treaty, 4th April 1769. Okay, too important. 1769. Yes, this treaty was signed on 4th April 1769. 1769. By this treaty, both the sides returned the prisoner of war. By this treaty, both the sides returned the prisoners of war and conquered territories. By this treaty, both the sides returned the prisoners of war and conquered territories. And conquered territories and promised to help each other. And promised to help each other when attacked by a third party. And promised to help each other. And promised to help each other when attacked by a third party. You see? By this treaty, both the English as well as the Mysore, in war, so many people are going to be captured. So they have an exchange now. Okay, by this treaty, they have exchanged the prisoner of war, and whatever the area was captured, okay, I will return you back. You also return me back, I will also return you back. So here, 50-50. No one was able to win the war. Yes. So because of this, and remember one more thing is, when someone is being helped, when someone is being attacked, we will help each other. Third party division, you see? So this was the end, this was the treaty. And the second war happened in the year 1780. Please write down. The second Anglo-Mysore war happened in the year 1780 and ended in the year 1784 by the Treaty of Mangalore. Treaty of Mangalore. Alright, the Treaty of Mangalore. See, the reason is like this. The Marathas attack the Mysore kingdom, Hyderabad. Okay, the Marathas attack Hyderabad. And by the Treaty of Madras, it has been said that when someone attacks you, we will help each other, right? But the English did not come to help the Mysore, Hyderabad. That's the reason Hyderabad declared war on the English. On top of that, Mahi, the English captured the city of Mahi, the port of Mahi. Mahi is a very important port city of the, just like the French, okay, and French is having a very good relationship with Hyderabad. So this is considered as attack on me. You captured the city of Mahi, which is my partner. Mahi, we all know, is a very important city which is under the control of the French. And the French is having a partner, an alliance with the Hyderabad. For this reason, Hyderabad declared war on the English. Here in this battle, it was Hyderabad who was killed. Okay, too important. Please write down. Hyderabad, please write it down. Hyderabad died in the year 782 and was replaced by his son Tipu Sultan. Too important. Hyderabad, the most famous king, army and general, was killed in this war in the year 782. English also suffered a huge loss, and by the Treaty of Mangalore, 784, the war came to an end. By the Treaty of Mangalore, 784, the war came to an end. By the Treaty of Mangalore, the war came to an end, 784. Let's see the treaty of this treaty. By this treaty, both parties restored each other conquered territories. Same thing, see? By this treaty, both parties restored each other conquered territories. By these treaties, both parties restored each other conquered territories. Next, the Third Mysore War was fought in the year 1790 and 1790 and ended in the year 1792. The Third Anglo-Mysore War happened in the year 1790 and it ended in the year 1792 by the Treaty of Seringapatam. By the Treaty of Seringapatam. By the Treaty of Seringapatam. Let's see why have the war occurred. The Third Anglo-Mysore War happened in the year 1790 and it ended in the year only 1792 by the Treaty of Seringapatam. Let's see why have the war occurred. The only reason is like this. Tipu Sultan, okay, the son of Hyder Ali attacked the ruler of Travancore of the last in BC 1789 80. The war occurred because only of one reason. The only one reason is like this. Tipu Sultan, okay, Tipu Sultan, he attacked the city of Travancore. And the ruler of Travancore is having an alliance with the English. For this reason, the English declared a war on the Tipu Sultan. Here, Tipu was killed. In this third battle, too important, please write down. The English marched on Seringapatam and occupied it. See, under the Treaty of Seringapatam, let's see now. It was the Treaty of Seringapatam which had ended the war. So let's see what is the terms of incantation of this Treaty of Seringapatam. Half of the Mysore territories were taken over by the British. Half of Mysore territories were taken over by the British. Marathas and Nizam also got some portion. Half of the Mysore territories were taken over by the British, and some portions were also given to the Nizam and the Marathas. One more thing, rupees 3 crore was taken as war expenditure. Rupees 3 crore was taken as war expenditure, and 2 of Tipu Sultan's son was taken as hostage by the English. Rupees 3 crore was taken as see, now Tipu Sultan have to pay rupees 3 crore as war expenditure. On top of that, if you are unable to pay it, now 2 of his sons were taken as hostage as a security deposit. Okay, so almost in this battle, now Tipu is going to lose the war. He almost lost the war, and on top of that, now the kingdom is going to be taken over by the English very soon now. So 1789 90 to 92. Right, this is too important. The Treaty of Seringapatam. The Treaty of Seringapatam. Last battle, the Fourth Mysore War, Anglo-Mysore War, which was fought in the year 1798. The Fourth Anglo-Mysore War was fought in the year 1798. The only reason is like this. We all know when you lose a war, you want to take revenge, right? You want to recover it. So, Tipu Sultan never reconciled his losses. I want to take revenge. That's the reason he took the help of the French. He recruited some French soldiers. This is the immediate cause of the war. Tipu Sultan took the help of the French. He recruited some soldiers with the help of the French. Because of this reason, in the year 1798, the Fourth Anglo-Mysore War happened. And here, on 4th May 1799, on 4th May 1799, Tipu Sultan passed away. He was killed. Okay, he died. He fought with the British but unable to capture it, and he passed away. He passed away. And this is how the British take over all the part of South India. Now, South India has been captured now. And the Anglo-Mysore War is all about two kings, Hyder Ali and his son Tipu Sultan. The date is too important. Hyder Ali passed away in which battle? Second battle, right? 1782. And at the end of the day, his son, Tipu Sultan, 4th May 1799. And this is how everything is captured by the British now in South India. So now, we all know now the British are very clever. Since we have captured the Mysore kingdom, now we have to capture the Marathas, Anglo-Maratha War. One of the famous war again, known as the Anglo-Maratha War. Anglo-Maratha Wars. Anglo-Maratha Wars. Let's write it down. Let's see the reason why have the Anglo-Maratha War occurred. See, Marathas. Okay, Marathas is a very important race which roll over medieval India in Maharashtra. Okay, they are very powerful. So say it is very hard to capture these people. Even the Muslims, Aurangzeb, Akbar, Aurangzeb, they were unable to capture this race. So English also have a hard time to capture these people. So they are going to fight for 3 times again, just like the Anglo-Mysore War, they have to fight with these people. And for the first time, the opportunity was provided in this way. The ruler of the Marathas died. Okay, in the year 1775. And the English give support to Rajunath Rao. Narayanan Rao also wants to be the new ruler of the Marathas. Whereas the English supported Rajunath Rao and came into direct conflict. So which is known as the first Anglo-Maratha War, 1775. It ended only in the year 1782 by the Treaty of Salbai of the next name BC. Okay, by which treaty the first war came to an end? Treaty of Salbai. So see, there are so many events. Okay, but I don't think you will be able to memorize or just like be able to learn about this one. But remember, what happened is that initially it was the Marathas who defeated the English very badly. So they have to sign a treaty known as Treaty of Watcom. Just remember this one. Treaty of Watcom, 1779. Please write down. Treaty of Watcom was signed in the year 1779. Very much important. Okay. Treaty of Watcom was signed in the year 1779. This is a very harsh, humiliating treaty. The English lost the war. Okay, so they have to sign this treaty. Treaty of Watcom, 1779 with the Marathas, where they have to give up all their lands which they have captured so far. Alright, so this is a humiliating treaty. The British almost lost the war. That's the reason they have to sign a very insulting treaty known as Treaty of Watcom in the year 1779. But remember, what happened is that the British never reconciled their defeat. Right? No, I have to fight back. Since Watcom is a very humiliating treaty, I have to give up all my land, which has been captured. So now, Waring Hastings, the governor of Bengal, he sent General Goddard and came. So see, I don't think this is too important, but just write down. It was the Treaty of Salbai, which ended the first Anglo-Maratha War. And it granted peace for 20 years. Too important. 20 years. Please write on the bracket. The Treaty of Salbai maintained peace for 20 years between the Marathas and the English. Next, the second Anglo-Maratha War. It is 03 to 5. Please write down. See, it is like this. The second Anglo-Maratha War happened in the year 1803 and ended in the year 1805 because of a reason. Baji Rao II is the weakest ruler of the Marathas. Okay, Baji Rao II is the weakest ruler of the Marathas. What happened is that he signed an agreement known as the subsidiary lines in the Treaty of Plassey in the year 1802. Okay, so I'm going to explain this. I'm going to take these subsidiary lines in the other class, but as of now, please remember, I will introduce it in basic. Subsidiary lines means an agreement which you have to sign with the British. Any Indian king, you can sign an agreement with the British. But when you sign this agreement, you are losing your independence, your freedom now. Once you sign the subsidiary lines, you'll be protected by the British. Okay, when enemy attack you, British will protect you. But on top of that, you lost your freedom now. You are under the control of the British now. So the Marathas consider this as an insult. No, why should you sign the subsidiary lines? Bajirao, they blame Bajirao too, the weakest ruler. Why have you signed these subsidiary lines? Because it's a sellout now. Now, once you sign subsidiary lines, just like you are signing an agreement with the British, now you are surrendering your freedom. Because of this reason, the Second Anglo-Maratha War happened in the year 1805 to 1803. See, what happened is that in this battle, okay, it was the Marathas who lost the war. Marathas were badly defeated by the British. In the first war, it was the Marathas who won over the British, and the British were allowed to sign the Treaty of Watcon by force. But here, in the second battle, it was the English who defeated very badly the Marathas. And because of this reason, the subsidiary lines in the Treaty of Plassey. Treaty of Plassey is also something to do with keeping up your freedom. Now the Englishmen were allowed to settle in the Marathas territory. So almost you're losing your freedom now. So this was an insult. That's the reason you have declared the war, but no, unable to defeat. The English were more powerful. Third is the Third Anglo-Maratha Wars, 1817 to 1818. 1817 to 1818. Only one reason, Pindaras. When I say Pindaras, it means Muslim army fighters. Okay, Muslimans. Pindaras means it's a group of well-trained, just like an army officer, army. Okay, from Muslims. So actually, the Englishmen were searching for these people, and the Marathas were suspected of giving shelter to these people, known as the Pindaras. This was the reason the Third Anglo-Maratha War occurred in the year 1817 and it ended in the year 1818. In search of these people, the Englishmen tried to come over the Marathas territory, and they were suspected of providing help to these Pindaras, who are the Muslim foot soldiers and all. Alright, because of this reason, the war occurred, and this is the final blow. Completely defeated from India. Now the Marathas is no more. The English capture all over the Marathas territory. The city of Maharashtra, Mumbai is all right. Maharashtra is captured now. It's almost done now. They have defeated South India, they have defeated West India. Now, the most important one is the Eastern India, which I will discuss and end up with this topic today. Alright. Now, almost have captured South India, West India. Now is the East India, the most important part. So this was the only reason. So see, two strong forces, local rulers were defeated. Okay, please write down the Battle of Plassey. This is a very important battle. See, the first famous battle which was fought by the British is known as the Battle of Plassey in Bengal. Okay, 1757. On 23rd June 1757, the famous Battle of Plassey took place in Plassey between Robert Clive and Siraj-ud-Dowlah. And who is this Siraj-ud-Dowlah? The ruler of Bengal. Okay, Siraj-ud-Dowlah is the ruler of Bengal. So let's see the reason. Okay, why have the war occurred? In short form, Dastak. Okay, Dastak means the trade. Dastak means the trade license. We all know the British came to India just for business, right? And the reason is like this: without the permissions of the ruler, the Nawab, the king of Bengal, Siraj-ud-Dowlah, they try to misuse the trade license known as the Dastak. Often, what is this Dastak? Dastak means the trade license. Okay. And second is, they try to fortify, they try to build Calcutta, the city of Calcutta, without the permissions of the Nawab. The city of Calcutta. Okay, the city of Calcutta, too important. The city of Calcutta was built by the British without the permissions of the Nawab. That's the reason Siraj-ud-Dowlah was very much angered. He declared war on the British. But here, Siraj-ud-Dowlah was easily defeated by the British. And the Battle of Plassey laid the foundations of the British rule in India. Please in the bracket write down. This is too important. The Battle of Plassey laid the foundations of the British rule in India. Too important. June 23, 1757. June 23, 1757. But remember, the question is, why was an Indian king, an Indian ruler, the richest province in India, was captured so easily? Right. There are some reason. There should be some reason. The reason is like this. There are three important persons. Saukat Jam, Kasti Begum, Mir Jafar. These three names is too important in this battle. This is often asked in BSc, not the Battle of Plassey. Mir Jafar, Saukat Jam, and Kasti Begum. Kasti Begum. Okay. So let's see. What is all about this one? See, it is like this. Mir Jafar is the commander of Siraj-ud-Dowlah. Okay, army commander. Mir Jafar is the commander of Siraj-ud-Dowlah. The reason is like this. The reason is like this. Mir Jafar was very much jealous of his master Siraj-ud-Dowlah. And because of that reason, Siraj-ud-Dowlah also came to the conclusion, okay, he is very much jealous of me, so I will dismiss this person. So, Mir Jafar was dismissed as the commander of Siraj-ud-Dowlah. Because of that reason, the English have made an alliance with Mir Jafar. There was a promise. Once the war is won, you be the ruler of Bengal. You see? The English are very clever. Since Mir Jafar has been removed, right? Mir Jafar has been removed as the commander of Siraj-ud-Dowlah. The English made an alliance, secret alliance. Okay, we will make you the ruler of Bengal, but for this you have to first defeat your master, that is Sri Chaudhary. So he happily accepted that. That's the reason the Battle of Plassey was won before it was fought. There is a quotation, the English quotation. The Battle of Plassey was won before it was fought. Because of this reason. Now, Mir Jafar is going to kill his master. Right. So easily, the Sri Chaudhary, 50,000 soldiers were easily defeated by the English. And it was not the English who have killed Sri Chaudhary. It was the Mir Jafar followers who have killed his master Sri Chaudhary. You see? So the war is won. Who are these two persons? Saukat Chong is the cousin of Sri Chaudhary. Kasti Pikan is the auntie of Sri Chaudhary. They were also very much jealous. Very jealous. Okay, very jealous. Kasti Pikan is his auntie is also very much jealous of him. Saukat Chong, his cousin, is also very jealous of Sri Chaudhary. Because of all this reason, okay. Because of all this reason, the king was very much easily defeated. Very much easily defeated. Because of this reason. Because of this reason. Yes, that is how the battle was fought. Any confusion so far? Why the war occurred? Misuse of trade licenses, and they tried to build Calcutta without the permissions of Nawab. And why easily won the war? Because they made a secret alliance with Mir Jafar, his own commander, right? And Mir Jafar became the king ruler of. See, if you see the English battle, okay. It will go for long time, but no time, right? Now we just have to crack the exam, that's all. No other option. Okay, on to the 2nd October 1764, another battle known as the Battle of Buxar. The last topic for today. Okay, the Battle of Buxar was fought. We all know Mir Jafar became the ruler of Bengal, right? After the Battle of Plassey. So what happened is that Mir Jafar passed away, and he was replaced by his son Miran. Mir Jafar passed away, and he was replaced by his son Miran. When Miran died, to become the ruler of Bengal, a controversy is occurred because of this reason. Miran's son also wants to be the ruler of Bengal, which means the Nawab of Bengal, the king of Bengal. Whereas even Mir Jafar's son-in-law also wants to be the ruler of Bengal. You see? But who should be the right person? Right here, the right person should be the Miran's son, right? But no, Mir Jafar's son-in-law, Mir Qasim, took the support of the British again. You see, Mir Qasim made an alliance with Vansittart. Vansittart is the new governor of Bengal. Okay, that means the person who is in charge of India at this time, the Englishman who is in charge of India is Vansittart, the governor of Bengal. So the agreement was sent. Let me be the ruler of Bengal and I will pay your taxes. You see? So what happened is that the English happily accepted, okay, we will support you. Actually, Miran's son should be the new ruler of Bengal. But no, Mir Qasim was forcibly made the ruler of Bengal. And this is how Miran's son has disappeared, with the help of the British. Mir Qasim was expected to be just a puppet. The British expected Mir Qasim just to be a puppet. We will use him. We will take taxes. We will build so many cities in Calcutta, right? But no, Mir Qasim was very clever. In fact, once he became the new ruler of Bengal, he shifted his capital from Mongol to Bihar. This is too important. Mir Qasim shifted his capital from Mongol to Bihar. Right. To give a safe distance, we all know the British capital is Calcutta, right? So from Mongol is in a city in Calcutta, he shifted to another state known as Bihar. And at the end of the day, he refused to pay taxes to the British. He refused to pay taxes to the British. For that reason, now a war is going to occur known as the Battle of Buxar. But we all know Mir Qasim is alone, right? How can he defeat the British? So he ran away and made an alliance with two Indian rulers, Shah Alam II. Shah Alam II is a Mughal king. Okay. Just Mughal are no more defeated, but a weak ruler of the Mughal known as Shah Alam II. Shah Alam II is a king of Mughal. Please write down. Okay. Shah Alam II, a later Mughal rulers, a weak Mughal king. He made an alliance. On top of that, Suja-ud-Dawla, who is a ruler of Awadh, just like Mir Qasim, right? Awadh is also a very important a city in Uttar Pradesh as of now. There is also a king, Nawab in Awadh. So he take the help of this person, Suja-ud-Dawla. So three of them tries their best to defeat the British. But at the end of the day, both these three persons have lost the war against the British, known as the Battle of Buxar. This is the final battle of the British. Okay, why too significant? Two Indian rulers and one king was defeated very badly, right? Shah Alam II, the king of Mughal, and two rulers of India, Suja-ud-Dawla of Awadh, Mir Qasim of Bengal was badly defeated by the British. No more Indians now. Everything is under the hand of the British. So remember, from which battle the British began to directly rule over India? It is the Battle of Buxar. Okay, and remember, it is the Battle of Buxar which strengthened the role of the British in India. Too important. Which battle laid the foundation? Battle of Plassey. Battle of Buxar strengthened the role of the British rule in India, often as an NBC. And it was the Treaty of Allahabad. Last one more. The Treaty of Allahabad, 1765. The Treaty of Allahabad, 1765, ended the Battle of Buxar. Okay, by this treaty, the war came to an end. Remember, which battle has given the Diwani right to the British? Diwani right is the right to collect taxes. This is the battle. Please write it down. The British got the right of Diwani, which means the right to collect taxes from three important Indian cities: Bengal, Bihar, and Orissa. Bengal, Bihar, and Orissa. Treaty of Allahabad, I'm not going to discuss today, okay? But this is all about the Treaty of Allahabad. This is how the English capture over the Indian cities. And lastly, the last 5 minutes, I will give you some bullet points, okay? Now let's see. Now you all know the battle, right? Battle of Plassey, Battle of Buxar. And it was the Treaty of Allahabad which ended the Treaty of the Battle of Buxar. And this treaty has granted the Diwani right, which means the right to collect taxes to the British from three important Indian cities, right? Yes, Bengal, Bihar, and Orissa. 3 important cities. Now let's see, who is the first British man to land in India? Yes, in the modern period. John Mildenhall, 1599. Okay, let's see. Some bullet point which is expected in PC prelims as well as in SSP mains and all. In PC mains, so you can expect John Mildenhall. John Mildenhall. Okay. 1599 AD. The first Englishman to come to India is John Mildenhall in the year 1599. James 1. Okay, please write it down. In 1608, William Hawkins, Captain William Hawkins, 1608, okay, often asked in BSc. Captain William Hawkins in the year 1608, with his ship Hector, reached Surat. Hector, often asked. Often asked in BSc. This was a question which was asked in the Konbaniga Korbadi, right? Just like William Hawkins came along with the name of his ship. The ship name was Hector. Okay, and it reached the city of Surat. Surat is the first headquarters of the British in India. Okay, Surat is in present-day Gujarat. But please remember this. See, what happened is that this Captain William Hawkins is an ambassador of James I, and James I is the King of England. Why must he come? To take permission. We want to do a business in India. William Hawkins came to India to take a permissions as an ambassador of James I, King of England. And he came to the court of Jahangir. Give me a trade license. Initially, Jahangir never gave the permission. But when this man again, a British man, Thomas Peace, around in the year 1612, Thomas Peace, a British man, defeated some Portuguese. Jahangir became too happy. Okay, we all know the English are in war with the Portuguese, right? They are a rival. So Thomas Peace defeated some Portuguese forces. So because of this reason, what happened is that the Mughal king Jahangir became very much happy because the Mughals are in alliance with Portuguese. Mughals and Portuguese are in alliance, and when Thomas Peace, an Englishman, has captured some Portuguese, he became very much happy. Jahangir, okay, so I will give you a trade license. You establish a headquarters in India, known as in the city of Surat. In the year 1613, the first headquarters of the British was set up in India. In the year 1613, in the city of Surat in Gujarat. Surat is in Gujarat. 1613. Initially, no. Captain William Hawkins was rejected, but no. Initially, not accepted, but after this, Jahangir said yes. Okay, so Captain William Hawkins too important. Captain William Hawkins too important from the NPC point of view. In which year he came to Jahangir court? 1608 as an ambassador of King I of England. Next, 1615 again. Thomas Roy, one more Englishman. Thomas Roy, same king again. In the year 1615, Thomas Roy again, ambassador of James I, King of England, came to Jahangir court. Give me a permission to establish a headquarters in India. Businessman, as a businessman. Thomas Roy, ambassador of James I of England, happily accepted. Now Jahangir happily accepted. So let's see, where does he establish the headquarters? Please write down. He got permission to establish factory at Ahmedabad, Accra, and Proch. Proach. Proch. Accra and Ahmedabad. Thomas Roy got the permission to establish factory or industry at Proch, Accra, and Ahmedabad. Alright. Next. Catherine. We all know Mumbai. Okay, which is known as the Mumbai now, right? Bombay is a city given to the English by the Portuguese as a dowry. You know the dowry system, right? So Bombay is a gift given to the English by the Portuguese in the year 1662. This is often asked in NBC. When King Charles II, when English King Charles II married the Portuguese princess Catherine. King Charles II is the king who married with the Portuguese princess known as Catherine. So Bombay was just like a dowry received by the British from the Portuguese when British King Charles II married Portuguese princess Catherine. So now you will have a permission to establish your factory in Surat, Ahmedabad, Bombay, right? So now what more you need now? What more right now? In eastern India, the East India Company or the British established their first headquarters in Orissa. The English established the first headquarters in the East India in Orissa. One more point. Madras is the first headquarters of the British in the South India. Madras is the first headquarters of the British in the South India. See, Madras is also known by another name known as Fort St. George. Okay, so in the ABC option, if Madras is not there, you can still go for this one. Fort St. George, same, okay. Nickname of the city of Madras in the South India. Last one more. 1715. is known as the Magna Carta of the British rule in India. Last point is the Magna Carta, which is too important. Let's see what is this Magna Carta. (1715) is too important the history of the British rule in India because they got a trade license known as the Magna Carta. Magna Carta means almost you're getting independent from a country. Okay, just like this, Magna Carta, when you see the Google, it's something to do with getting a freedom from someone. So like this, the British in the year 1715 got a license known as the Magna Carta. What is there? Let's see. An Englishman, we all know, as an ambassador led by John Sherman. An Englishman led by John Sherman came to a Mughal court. Remember, who were ruling over India when the British came to India? It was the Mughals, just like the Akbar, Jahangir, and all. Okay, it was the Mughals who were ruling over India when initially they come to India. So, a king of Mughal known as Farrokh Shah has given a trade license. Okay, 1715 is the year I am giving you the trade license. 3 important cities in India. Just by paying some money, you can establish your trade center all over these places. In the year 1715. Let's see the cities. Calcutta, Hyderabad, Surat. Okay, these are the 3 important cities. See, Bengal, just in short, right, like this. Bengal, Gujarat and Hyderabad. The other thing I'm not going to discuss. Bengal, Gujarat and Hyderabad. 3 important cities. You can have a trade, you can establish your business, you can carry on any business. You pay some taxes, but minimum taxes. Okay, which I will not give you in figures. Some they will impose 3,000, some 50 pounds and all. No, that is not important. But 3 important Indian cities, Bengal, Gujarat and Hyderabad. Just by paying some minimum taxes, you can have your industry established everywhere in this important city, known as the Magna Carta, giving the absolute freedom to the British to establish their freedom, to establish a trade center. Magna Carta. Who has given? Farrokh Shah. And who was the man who got the permission? John Sherman. And after this, we have just 2 battles, right? Battle of Plassey and Battle of Buxar. And slowly, all over part of India, they will capture. This is how the British, the mightiest country in the world, established the rule in India. Okay, so this is all about the beginning. Today you will have a hard time, yes, to study 2-3 hours. It's a tough one, but you come slowly. Okay, this is the best time, I should say. You have come at the right time. Yes, 1 year. This is the year. This is the year we are targeting, right? We have 10 months. October last week, or might be November 2nd week. Just 10 months. And for a serious aspirant, you don't have time. If you see, we have around 10 subjects. And if you divide 10 subjects into 10 months, you are not getting even 1 month. You are not getting even 30 days to study. And for Indian history, you need 3 months. Ancient medieval modern, complete 3 months. So, if you are not studying for 5 hours a day, no, even this year not possible. You have to invest 5 hours a day in your home. Here, maximum 3 hours. Maximum. Okay. Sometimes 1.5 hours, sometimes 2 hours, sometimes 2.5 hours like today, sometimes maximum 3 hours. But invest at home. Might be in the evening or might be in the morning. Okay, so this is the foundation. Nothing will come out of the syllabus. Even in this NBC Men's, nothing will come out of the syllabus. If you listen here, you're in the top of the world. Okay, 99.9% you will crack this exam. And yes, if any newcomers wants to come, they can come. Okay, see, Thursday, from Thursday we are starting with the general English, where we have hired one of the best English teacher in Nagaland. You have to interact with him. The writing skills, the sentence formations, basic grammar, the essays and all, right? With less air. And see, these whole courses, 10 months courses, if some of your friends also wants to join, you can please inform them. Okay, you can join this month. Might be from January, just like 15, they can join. Next month also they can come within these 2 weeks. Right. From Feb first week also we are starting a new batch. So yeah, we'll welcome you all, and those people who are also watching these just like lectures and all, you're every time free to come. You can join anytime, and this is the best time, I should say. If you have chosen this year, 2025 as your year, I think this is the right time to join the coaching and the materials and all. So with this, we have end up today. We'll see you tomorrow class, and yeah, best of luck.